Hey everybody, it's that time again. I'm going to do an unboxing of Your Model Box from yourmodelbox.com. For those of you who haven't seen my previous videos, this is essentially a surprise box every month of painting, miniatures, wargaming type materials, figures and paints and sometimes scenery and base modelling, all sorts of various things. It's $23.99 a month plus your shipping, so for me in the UK that comes around near on £30 a month. I give honest reviews on this and I go through the contents of the box, tell you what I think of it, because obviously what I'm always thinking about is the value, the £30, what could you get, and how does that compare to what comes in the box. So let's do that. Let's go through the box. I'll try and show bits of the camera as best I can. Let me just get rid of the tape. Okay, I'm gonna go through it. Actually, before I even open it, it's quite a small box this month. I don't have one to hand right now, but last month's box was a lot bigger. And of course, that doesn't mean anything. It's not size that matters. It's what's inside, obviously. But it tells me there's probably not a piece of scenery in here like we had in the last month one when we had a Wild West bank from TT Combat, which was very, very cool. And I actually showed the model looked like when it was built. So yeah. Probably more focused on paints and miniatures. The usual black packing. The amount of stuff I have of this now is quite incredible. I think I've said before I must try and find a use for it. I'm not sure it's going to be. Okay, yeah, and I can tell straight away it's a much smaller box than previous months. But let's go through it anyway, and we can talk about it at the end. Well, I'll talk to you about it. So the first thing is some model colour Vallejo paint. And it is dark Prussian blue. Now, actually, I don't know if the AV mean it's airbrush. I don't know. Maybe someone can mention in the comments. I think it does mean. I think it does mean it's the Vallejo Air range. But it doesn't seem to say it anywhere else. I guess I can find out. But anyway, I don't have that colour, so that's great. It's a paint I will absolutely use. I mostly have Citadel paints and Army Painter paints over here. So to have some Vallejo colour is fantastic. Okay, another paint. Again, I don't have this. It's Scorpion Green from Game Colour. Don't think you can see the writing there. You have to just take my word for it. My camera doesn't seem to be zoomed in. Apologies for this. I don't have the greatest setup for doing videos like this. I literally just do quick hobby videos, so this is as good as it probably gets. Anyway, another really nice green actually. So a really vibrant green. It looks a lot like Mute Green from Games Workshop. Very similar tone. Actually, I'll probably say this one's even brighter. So really great for those highlights you want to do on sort of glowing green objects. I like that one. It's good. Okay, so then we've got some miniatures. So the first one is from CP Models. So cpmodelminiatures.co.uk, and it's the Alpha Foxtrot. Get my words out correctly. The Alpha Foxtrot Team 2, and these straight away. I mean, these look like these could be miniatures straight out of a Call of Duty tabletop game. I'll take one out of the packet so you can see it. I'll try and get that into the camera. You can see the sort of stance there, looking down the barrel, the sight of the gun there. It's actually quite cool. Yeah, if I can get that to focus. I do apologise. See if I can get that to focus at all. No, okay. Oh, you can see what it looks like. Very cool sort of army miniature. Very modern warfare miniature. And there are 4 guys in there with various different poses. Very much sort of standing up, ready for battle. I'll show you another one there. Holding his gun. Yep, so there you go, 4 of them there, and I'll just show you the packet in case anyone's interested. I'll get my thumb off the label there. So as you can see, CP Models, Alpha Foxtrot Team 2. Now again, I think because it does change sometimes, I think people do get different models in the box. So you might have got, I'm assuming if this is Foxtrot Team 2, there's probably a Team 1, maybe a Team 3, or even a different Alpha, Beta, whatever the next word would be. Right, the next box, sorry, the next packet looks to be very similar. It doesn't have any label, it's literally just a jiffy bag with some models in. But this time, they're very, now I wouldn't say they're the same, they do actually like different types of casting, different quality, but this time you get a row of heads, so there's 5 different heads to use for your models. And then there's actually 4 miniatures in there, so you've got kind of this guy crouching down, again very Modern Warfare, crouching with his machine gun. Another one almost exactly the same, with then 2 sort of standing up guys. Apologies, they're at the moment, they're headless obviously. So that's those guys. And then actually they're straight on to the last item. So this is from Anvil Industries, so anvilindustries.co.uk, and it's from either a model range or a game, and I've not heard of either, called Afterlife. Okay, and inside there is what looks to be enough to make two miniatures. They're basically a top half and a bottom half, although that one's got some sort of tracks. Let me break it open and have a look. So what have we got here? Okay, so you've got this. I'm going to try and hold him together so you can at least see him, but obviously it needs clipping and doing. You guys can use your imaginations. Kind of like a space, he's like a futuristic soldier. He actually looks a bit like the character from Doom. Maybe that might be something I'd paint him up like. But yeah, you can use your imaginations to see just a sort of space army guy. And this guy is again very similar. I don't think I'll be able to hold this in one hand for the camera. I'll do it in 2. There we go. So small little space guy. This one's wearing more of a kind of camouflage gear on the bottom. I'll have to see what that is. I think so. There's a little bit in the bag that looks like this. It looks like some tracks and a bit of debris. I think, to be honest, it's probably just debris to go on the base. You know, a bit of basing materials. I may find differently when I put it together, which I'll do. And that, as they say, is that. So let me quickly go over it again. So for the sort of $23.99 plus postage, you got a bottle of paint, and I think these definitely are random. I've seen other people posting that they get different ones from different brands, but I got the Vallejo model colour dark Parisian blue, and I got the Escorpion green, probably not saying that correctly, from Game Colour, and I like this green, it's good, I like the green. I then got the CP models, the Alpha Foxtrot Team 2, which I showed you, very much sort of like these kind of Call of Duty looking guys. Yep, so 4 of them in there. I then got these guys with the arranging it, so literally the 2-part models of the bodies and the heads again, but no, it's a shame, because actually it would have been nice to say who they're from. There's no markings on the models. They definitely look different to the ones that came in the others. So I don't think they're CP models. The mouldings look different. The castings, it just doesn't quite look the same type of models. So it's a shame not to know who they're from. Would have been great just to have a piece of card or a bit of paper in there to tell me. That would have been nice. Because I now know if I want to collect more of these, I now have no idea where to get them from. And then Anvil Industries Afterlife, and it was the 2 sort of plastic, more futuristic Marines, yeah, from those guys. Yeah, terrible me trying to hold it that way. I've dropped one of them now as well, luckily. And broke. That's the top half, you can just kind of see what it looks like. And the bottom half is these just combat legs. There we go. He's together, kind of, if I could line that up. You can use your imaginations. And that's it. So in total, 4, 8, 10 models. So you know, that's good. 10 models. I don't really have anything in this range, so I'm not sure I'll use them for anything. But you never know. I might be able to trade them for something else, or potentially paint them up for something I might do as a one-off. But I don't really have anything in that Modern Warfare sort of era. And then the sort of more futuristic Space Marine type guys. So not actual Space Marines, but more futuristic, just more army guys. Again, not really something I have. I'm more of a fantasy and Western sort of collector of models. But I don't always do this for that case. I just do this to give you guys an insight to what comes in the box. So there we go. So I guess for me this month, I'll be honest, like I was in previous months, the box again feels light to me. It feels like to only get 2 paints and some models that, you know, don't jump out to me as being, you know, really high-end brands. To even not know where these 4 come from is a little bit disappointing. So yeah, if I kind of think about the price point and what you get in the box, it feels like it's missing that piece, that kind of, you know, that one item that kind of, it's not just paints and it's just models. So in previous boxes you've also got like a paintbrush, or you've got a small piece of scenery, or you've got some you know, resin bases or anything like that that's kind of just mixed it up a little bit. This one feels like it's missing that element, you know, or they would have chucked some more paint in or something like that. But of course I can't, yeah, if you're collecting this kind of thing, it is 10 models, so you know, if they're a couple of £1 each, or you know, that's probably pretty good, right? You can't really grumble at that, I guess, and I'm sure there will be people out there that do collect this kind of, you know, Modern Warfare type models and miniatures and paint them up and make them look really cool, and there probably are plenty of games and rules out there to play with. But for me, this one's a miss, which is a shame, but yeah, that's it. So it's yourmodelbox.com if you fancy checking it out. Every month it comes out. This was actually waiting for me at home today, and this tends to be when I get it, so it's around the sort of 3rd week of the month. You may get yours sooner or later, I don't know. If you've got any questions on it, post them in the video below, or catch me on beastsofwar.com. My name is the username is Laughing Boy on there. Yeah, I'll post this on there as well. So if you've got any comments, come over to the forums, create a free account, have a chat to us. There's loads of hobbyists on there that do all sorts of cool things. Yeah, and that's it. I shall probably see you next month. Like I say, this thing's a real struggle for me. Sometimes I feel like I'm not going to continue it, but actually, one, I enjoy doing these videos for you guys. Some people do view it, and some people do comment, and that's really nice of you. I get a bit of practice, and sometimes you know, there have definitely been more hits than misses, I'll say, with the boxes. So they keep continuing to improve them. They've just had their 1st year anniversary. They didn't win any prizes. That was a shame. So let's see what these guys keep doing. It's really interesting. Alright, well, thanks so much everybody. That's the video. There's others. If you look at the channel, you can watch what I got in the previous month, which was a Wild West box, and that was actually pretty cool. Yeah, thanks a lot. See you later. Bye.